Welcome to your weekend focus for May the 28th and the 29th, 2022. So we have some exciting energy happening this weekend. We have Venus moving into Taurus. We have Mars and Jupiter coming together in the sky under Aries at 3 degrees. But let's start at the beginning. My name's Tilly. Welcome to Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for all of your love, all of your positive support, all your beautiful light that you send my way each and every day. I send it right back to you. Absolutely. So let's start with the numerology. We have the 28 energy. The 28 energy offers opportunities resulting from a whole bunch of unexpected events or surprises put in our way. So kind of a serendipity kind of energy, but it can bring in unexpectedly good or unexpectedly bad. And it all depends on our motives behind doing what we're doing, saying what we're saying, our behaviors. It all depends on where that is coming from. If it's a positive energy, then you will see success. But if it is a negative energy, if you're doing it out of jealousy or greed or manipulation, it's probably going to go south for you. Okay, that's finances, that's money, that's a whole bunch of categories that really is affected. But I would say relationships and finances are probably the highlights there under the 28. Now 2 plus 8 is a 10, so we know that the energy is changing, potentially a lighter energy. The seasons are changing. We're looking towards new avenues, new paths, new doorways to walk through. And 1 plus 0 is a 1, so the I am energy, the pioneer, the youthful, courageous, strong, competent energy comes out. We want to start, we want to trailblaze, we want to stand in our independence. I am. If we look at the numerology of the day for Saturday, it would be a 12 energy. That is the hangman energy. That is being present, being in the moment, and looking at where we are in the present, and looking at perhaps where we need to give up control in our life or take control, surrendering to something, compromising. Remember, we never give ourselves away in the compromise. It's a win-win situation. It serves everybody's highest good. But being in the moment, being present, and kind of backing up a little bit and look at your reality without the emotion attached to it, and understanding where you want to go. So it's kind of a pondering, a stepping back, contemplating things, meditating on them, praying on them. 1 plus 2 is a 3. What are we praying about? What are we contemplating? What are we meditating on? Our future forward, our goals that we're setting for ourselves, our ambitions, our wants, our passions, our dreams, our desires. And what seeds do we want to plant? And as we look under this kind of energy, when we look at what seed we want to plant, we see where the seed is going. And is that fertile dirt that we're putting that seed into? Is there rocks and weeds in the way that must be cleaned up? Is it direct sunlight, so we have the most growth possible for that seed? Are we clearing the path properly? Are we making way for the new experience, the new want, the goal in our life? If we move into Sunday, it is the 29 energy. The 29 energy is learning periods. It's about opportunities opening up to us once again. And it's also about help showing up for you. So in some way, you get this, I can move you forward. Maybe it's a course that you didn't know existed and it will grow your knowledge in some way. But there's some kind of help being offered to you. So say yes when it shows up, please, because it's being offered to you for a reason so that you can go forward. So often we ask for help, and then when the help arrives, we go, oh, we're okay. No, I got this. Nah, piece of cake. Go relax. Don't do that today. Don't do that this weekend, especially on Sunday. 2 plus 9 is an 11, so we have a master number. We go no further than the master number because that's the way I do numerologies. Other people do numerology different, and they'll break that down to a 2 energy. But I like working with the master number because we are striving to meet our potential here. So we need to act under a higher energy overall, and knowing what that is bringing to us. So the 11 energy is the illuminator, the teacher. And the 11 energy does give us more of a challenge, more of a little bit more harder work, but the rewards are so much greater, and things can happen just seemingly like a drop of a hat. So that goes back to the 28 energy, right? Of the Saturday. So that's combined in there. If we do the numerology of the day for Sunday, it is a 22 energy. So I believe last weekend's video, we had a 22 and a 33, which is super, super rare in a daily energy. But we have one that is close to being super rare as well, with the 11 and the 22 energy combined. Now, the 22 energy is the master builder. We are more intuitive. We have visionary thoughts. This is when we get those aha moments, those epiphanies. I wonder if this would work. I never thought of doing that before. What if I did? So it really brings in a lot of beautiful energy. Now, Venus is entering Taurus. Well, we'll start with Gemini is the sun for the weekend. I guess we'll start with the major ones. The sun is in Gemini all weekend. And the moon. Now, the moon is in Taurus, but I think around after lunchtime at some point on Sunday, the moon will move out of Taurus and into Gemini. So we will have our energy, our enthusiasm starts to ramp up. If it isn't already, it will. Okay. And towards the end of the weekend, isn't that always the way? Now we have Venus moving into Taurus. I think Venus moving into Taurus is just an aspect where we just get reminded of how beautiful the world is around us, and savoring everything through our five senses, and even our sixth, of course. We want beauty, but we also, when Venus is in Taurus, we want security. So, and we're willing to look at new avenues of bringing that security and safety in. But we don't want the one night stand for when, if it was romance or something that's going to work this year, but next year I'll have to replace it. We want something to come into our lives and it's going to be around for a long time. This is also a time to look at relationships and look at money issues. So relationship issues and money issues. Look at these kinds of things in your life. Okay. Bring it out into the open. Bring out those issues. Look at them and say, okay, what can I do? What do I have control of? And maybe it's a group talk if you're in a family setting, or if we're talking a work setting, or it could be a personal talk with yourself about what your money is doing for you, how you spend it, how you invest it, and what things truly have value. We will be looking at things as it has value, but does it have long-term value for me? In order to bring in the safety, the security, but also the beauty. So, but our our appetite for pleasure and beauty is very strong under the Taurus energy. So create things to tantalize your senses is the best way I guess I can put it. Whether it's you're going to make a point of watching the sunrise or the sunset, or you're going to go on a nature walk, or you look at yourself and just imagine or just see the beauty of who you are. Or you could decide to get that gourmet piece of cake and just allow your taste buds to just come alive and just like, wow, what just hit us? Maybe it's a time to get a beautiful sweater or blanket or something that just feels remarkably well, or maybe a bamboo pillows so that it's always cool for you to go to sleep on at night. Or, it's about experiencing and celebrating the world around us with our five senses, and enjoying it and seeing how beautiful and how much is really on offer to us on a daily basis that goes unnoticed. On Sunday, Mars and Jupiter get together in Aries at 3 degrees. So we are talking about that 3 energy again. So that 3 energy is going to be strong. That's the seed that we want to plant. And I tell you, Mars conjunct Jupiter in Aries. It's time to get active. It's time to take some chances on yourself. So I hope you have been thinking things through, because a lot of our thoughts over the last several almost months now has been a lot of making sure that we're taking the right steps forward. Now, Mercury is still in retrograde. I'm going to throw that out there. Oh my gosh, do I ever have a... here's a Mercury retrograde story for you, okay? And so, you know, it will be personal information revealed here, but I was on Amazon and I decided, you know, this dress was like discounted right down to $12, and I thought that's pretty and I could do something with it. So away I go and I order it, and I ordered a double XL because it looked like it was supposed to be really flowing and I wanted it to be really flowing. So, and the package arrived, and when I opened up the package, it was a book about, get this, it was a spiritual approach to breaking my overeating addiction. I kid you not. So I submitted a review. I doubt if they will post it, because I just basically said, yeah, I won't be ordering clothes from Amazon anymore. You don't get a dress if you order this. So, you know, you'll get the books. So like, that's Mercury retrograde. You order something to look fantastic and you get a spiritual guidance on how you can really look fantastic. It's not about the clothes you wear. It's about the inner you and taking care of you. I get the message. Okay. Funny. So I hope you find a giggle in that. I surely did. I know a lot of people would be like, oh no, I'm so stressed. I can't believe they did this. It was probably somebody in the programming department that had a beef with somebody and decided, okay, we'll watch the customer complaints come in when this happens to them. So anyways, I thought it was amusing how it got a tangled up mess. Something that was very easy to come, a dress on discount was supposed to come to my house, and I've ordered many things, and it always is the thing that I've ordered. So, so there's your giggle of the day. I took pictures and sent it to some of my friends saying, I ordered this dress, but this came instead. Here's my review. Oh, goodness. So, but I expect, as long as Mercury's in retrograde, first of all, expect delays and things going wrong. Computers don't work. Phones don't work. Your speaker won't connect to your phone. You're looking at a page and it disappears on you. All that kind of stuff. Also, our own communication. We're sending emails. We're forgetting 5 words in the sentence and it doesn't make any sense. But in our mind it did, because we just read it really fast once and we hit send instead of really reviewing what we were sending and making sure that there was clarity and understanding enveloped within the email or the text. However we communicate, however we receive in anything electronic, you know, I've had things go wrong electronic. I just put it away until the Mercury is stationary direct, and then I start playing with it again, and usually it works again. So anyways. Let's see what the cards have to say, shall I? I don't know why I needed to share that. I was going with something with, oh yeah, Mercury retrograde. So you know what? If Mercury retrograde also reveals to us things that we missed the first time through. Okay, as much as the be careful, caution signs are out there, it's more of a time where if we wait, if we are walking with open eyes and we wait, we will get more information in order to make a more informed decision on what we are saying yes to and what we are saying no to. Okay, let's cut the cards here. See what the cards have to say. The shadow card of the day is, look at this, 10 of Wands. Why are you carrying so much with you? Why? You don't need it all. You really don't. You don't need it all. That's what this card says. This card says, look at how hard it is for you to take each and every step, and you're wondering why it takes so long to reach that goal, to reach that dream, to reach that destination, to bring in that joy, that happiness, that abundance into your life. This is why, because you are hanging on to things that no longer matter, that no longer have a worth. You need to stop. You need to stop. You need to take that bag off of your shoulders. You need to take those wands out and you need to lay them out. And you're going to see when you do that, that there are some with some great growth potential. And you want to take those ones with you. So you put those back in the bag. But as you're doing that, you see that there is some deadwood. Things that need to be left in the past. They only weigh you down now. They only burden you. They only slow your path. Okay, first card, the Eight of Swords. Our perceptions change. The aha moments, the epiphanies. We see it's like a light switch goes on. And all of a sudden you see in the corners where you couldn't see before. It was always there, but you never saw it. Here we're blindfolded and we think we're trapped and we can't move forward, but our hands are free. We could remove the blindfold, and so we do. We ask for the information, the guidance, the wisdom, and then we expect it to show up, and when it does, we pay attention to it. And we see that we are not truly trapped, that there is a way forward, that there are choices and decisions that can be made to move us in new directions. The King of Swords. Oh, yeah. You know what? We got Mars conjunct Jupiter in Aries. And oh, my goodness. I'm telling you, we want to just go. We have this enthusiasm now. We have this courage. And so we may step on toes. We may ruffle feathers because we start to kind of get tunnel vision to our goals, our dreams, our desires, and we forget everything else. So we have to be careful of forgetting everything else. We have to keep that balance. We have to keep that structure, that awareness of, and the structure can change and the balance can change, but we have to stay aware, conscious of it in order for that to happen and us be able to go with the flow. Now, the King of Swords means business, and sometimes it's good to ruffle feathers. Sometimes it's good to burn a couple of bridges. And if there's any time where we will be prompted to do so, it's under this kind of energy for sure. So make sure that when you are doing what you are doing and you're saying what you are saying, that it is what you truly intend to be the message going forward to anybody who's listening or viewing. Oh, look at that. Five of Pentacles is back. That was a card on Friday, and here it is again. Oh, yeah, it's been a hard road. A lot of that has to do with being human, but really over the last 10 years especially, we have had a lot to deal with that no other human has ever had to in the past. We can look at learning and knowledge and communication and the growth of industry and how busy, how fast-paced the world has become. And we don't take time then to back it up. We don't take time to renew ourselves, to recharge ourselves, to rejuvenate ourselves. And so what happens then, especially under the 28 energy, we're just making decisions to make the decisions to get it off of our plate, and we will have no success. And we'll say, I made the wrong decision again. I don't know what my intuition was telling me there. I thought I was making the right choice. Did you really consciously give yourself time to process what you needed to process in order to make the right decision? I think that's a lot of this card. It's about realizing your potential. It's about knowing that you have walked so far, so many paths to get to the here and now that it's time to stand up a little bit straighter. Give yourself that pep talk. And when you do, and you stand up and you brush yourself up and you turn yourself around, you are going to see how close, my goodness, you were sitting on the threshold of the door of abundance all along. You didn't even know how close you were. And you get that epiphany, you get that aha moment. It's time for you to receive that because you're ready for it now. You're not going to get it if you're sitting like this because you've got to raise your energy to what you want to bring in. Not the energy way down here, but the energy up here. And so you have to raise your energy. You have to stretch. You have to become alive. You have to motivate yourself to step into the opportunity. The opportunity can come to you. Yeah, the aha moments, the epiphanies, the help, all of it can come to you, but you have to make the walk. You are the one that keeps the flame lit. You are responsible and the only one responsible for your path forward. And when you'll see how far you've come. You'll see how close you are. You'll get that epiphany. You'll get that aha moment. You'll get that realization. You'll get that help, that knowledge. Oh, the devil comes in. Oh my goodness. Time to rise like the phoenix rising out of the ashes. It's time to be reborn. It's time to look forward of what we want to bring in, how we want to utilize our time, our energy, our resources, what we want to learn, what we want to embrace, what we want to experience. And with that, when we want those things in our life, we also have to say, okay, well, then certain habits have to change. Certain behaviors have to change in my life, in my personal walk, in order for me to make the room for that opportunity to come in. And we are under such a beautiful energy. We will actually be under this energy until late October, people. So, I mean, things can happen sooner. Doors can open sooner, or we at least have until that time. So don't be, just because something marvelous didn't happen to you and I'm telling you all this wonderful stuff, do not think for 1 second that something this weekend doesn't affect October in some way for you. Okay? But this is about dreaming of your potential and utilizing your potential, seeing yourself forward, seeing yourself in a forward time, moving forward in time, and seeing yourself and what you've created or what you've invented or what you've become or what your energy has created around you. And then you'll see where you're going to trip up. Then you'll see what you're hanging on to. Remember? That was our shadow card, right? You're going to see what the deadwood is, what you're hanging on to that no longer really is a part of your life going forward. We have finally the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is really the Venus moving into Taurus. This is where we meet the love of our life. This is where we let down our hair and we relax and we fill our cup with love in anticipation of love and beauty being surrounding us. Being within us, absolutely, but surrounding us. It's about getting together with somebody special and just enjoying some time together. A breakfast together, a lunch together, a tea or a coffee together, a glass of wine, whatever you do. That's up to you. Whatever floats your boat, baby. But this is definitely a time to relax a little bit, to slow down, to enjoy the senses, our 5 senses, but the sensation, the passion of love. I heard the desire, too, of love. So I'm going to say the desire of love. Let's get a mantra card, shall we? I think the Phoenix rising out of the ashes was our mantra card on Friday. So we do have a very fabulous energy to tap into, to utilize in order to move ourselves forward. And who do we have? Look at this. Oh my gosh. Moving forward. Get ready for positive change. Get ready for positive change. Raise your vibration. I mean, we had the middle card there that also showed up on Friday telling us to raise our energy. Raise our energy, our vibration, our light. You know, go for a brisk walk. Do some meditation while you are gardening or doing the dishes or, you know, the mundane, right? You can lose yourself in your thoughts that way. But it's about moving forward and getting ready for that positive change. It's taking that sack off and saying, I'm taking this forward, this needs to stay. And doing some housekeeping. Maybe on your inner soul, maybe on your environment, your world around you. but definitely moving forward and getting ready for positive change. We had a book. I know we had a book. Yes, we do. We still have a book. Moving forward, get ready for positive change. Situations and events of the past are clearing and making way for positive changes. Turn any negative experiences into a positive and more rewarding future for yourself. You have the resources and the ability to move forward now. Take a leap of faith, knowing that the angels will open doors for you and present a clearer and smoother road ahead. Don't let fear or stagnation hold you back. The mantra is, I'm ready to move forward with confidence. I am ready to move forward with a confidence, and we will definitely be given that confidence, that courage, that enthusiasm with Mars conjunct Jupiter. So buckle up, hold on to your hats, you're in for a ride. So just be careful of your step. I see the King of Swords kind of glaring at me there going, yeah, we're going forward all right. So be careful, but sometimes we have to. Sometimes we have to ruffle the feathers. And this is the time when we can ruffle the feathers and not feel as bad about doing it, perhaps. Okay? Because one of the reasons we procrastinate is what other people are going to think or say or do because of our actions, our words. And we have the snow leopard. Self-reliance. Be strongly independent. You are strongly independent and often solitary. Integrity is important for you for your best outcome, and that really, we have master numbers involved today, so absolutely integrity is essential. Cloak yourself with invisibility and walk with the shamans. Use your intuition and let your life unfold in silent perfection. So it's about going with the flow. It's about trusting in God, your angels, your spirit guides. That as you take each step, they're there with you. And so keep taking the steps. And even if you don't see anything right now, that's okay. Just have a faith that it's going to happen, that it will be. And not worry about how it's going to happen, what you need to do, what you don't need to do. Follow your intuition. Follow your sage wisdom. Allow the snow leopard to lead you forward and to go with the flow. The 12 energy, too, is very much going with the flow, being in the moment. Understanding what we need to let go of, what we need to step into in order to really charge our path forward is what I heard. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.